I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here giving Kiana the. You can go on the other cam, and then she goes on the other cam.
And
there are some drawbacks of doing this in a live way, but not really. It's
but
fun.
it has a flair.
Yeah, it has.
It has a nice touch to it.
It has a nice touch to it.
I know what comes. There it is.
I know what comes. There it is. We are kind of very dirty here. I don't know if you've noticed.
Not at all.
Kris here.
Hi, guys.
Kris from Thomann. He is running the show on the Thomann demos on their YouTube channel. Doing demonstration. Doing demonstration. This is way. That's big. Way. And come on, Kiana. Wow.
There it is.
They do cool demos. They don't. Well, they do try to push product on you, but they don't go like, let us test this amplifier. Here it is. Oh, how beautiful it sounds.
This is a very good amplifier.
And what a great bargain it is today. Only on sale at the Thomann. No, they give you more conceptual videos and you know, showing you kind of differences between delays in a mid-price range, high-price range, and kind of, you know, concepts, guitar talk, gear nerd freak out stuff. In the process, they're using products that they're obviously trying to sell to you.
Of course.
But I like that they're not doing it aggressively.
The thing is, the reason was to make these videos is because we also have the same questions as you guys. So, of course, you know, we want to solve tone thingy. You know, we want to have a sort of delay. And then, of course, we have to compare. We have to try stuff. And, you know, you don't necessarily have to pay thousands of euros, dollars, pounds, whatever what. But you have to search. So when we find something really interesting to show you, then we make a video and hope that you find it also as interesting as we do, because we're the same gear nerds. That's the nice.
Find it interesting
thing.
As they do, and then buy it from them.
If it's possible.
Come on, they're the store, obviously.
Of course, yeah, sure.
I told my friends at Thomann, don't do reviews because it's completely pointless. It's a store. If a store does reviews, it's like, you would never say, you know what, this new, I'm going to say Gretsch because I got no opinion about Gretsch. This new Gretsch is total ass. Don't buy it. Why would you do that?
Yeah,
Gretsch would hate you. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So you don't go into reviews, which makes total sense. You just talk about the gear, you use the gear, and let people decide what they think.
We give
which is,
ideas,
yes,
you know,
which is a good idea.
Some you know, little tricks, like for example, we made a delay trick video, which is you know, nothing new, but like it summoned the 5 more common uses, you know, for delay pedals.
And even if there's like a new
tricks,
let's say Line 6 has a new practice amp out, it's totally legit to say, hey, look, there's a new practice amp. Here are the features and stuff like this. It's a demo, but not a review.
Yeah.
You know, if you throw in, technically you could only throw in negative opinions. Because those I would believe from the store, which you don't necessarily want to do. Positive opinions like, yeah, come on, he's just trying to sell it to me. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that's
why you can come to me, and here you can say anything you want, because here we don't work for Thomann.
That's the thing.
We like them, and we work with them, but we'll trash shit if it's shit. Talking about trashing shit. No, actually really not. We're gonna look at the Joyo Bantamps. They've been around for 1 or 2 years at the trade shows. No, last year NAMM was the first, then Musikmesse. And now they're actually available, and they're available, guess where? Wait, here, right.
There it is.
Yeah. Actually, Thomann has them almost exclusively for all over Europe, so if you want to get yours, get it at Thomann. And I'm very happy that that deal happened, that you guys have them, because you know how to take care of good products. I was involved with them in naming them, coming up with the whole name Bantamp, which is, okay, let me tell you that story. They wanted to call it microamp or mini amp. Oh. And I'm thinking, you know what? Whether that has something to do with Orange's microturbo or whatever, that's not my issue. My issue is they're tube amps.
Yeah.
We want to be like, you know,
balls,
rock, tube, power with a W-A, power. And calling something micro is not very enticing to a guitar player.
Not very masculine.
No. And so even though it sits on a 412 and it's tiny, calling it a mini amp,
that makes it sound unserious.
Yeah.
Right? That makes like, that's just a little thingy, you know, what you can take to practice.
I'm sorry. Kiana is so on her game. Wow. Yes, Kiana's in the next room and she's doing this. Wow.
And she's fast.
Thank you, Kiana. That's brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, so that's not a very good choice of name.
So I looked for synonyms for small, and one of them was Bantam. And Bantam is a Bantam chicken, is a small chicken. In boxing, Bantam weight is Fliegengewicht. Oh. So it is the lightest weight class in boxing,
all right.
which boxing, something with muscle and power, but still small. So it makes total sense to use Bantam weight, Bantam, for the word small. And then you have AM at the end. I just added a P and we have Bantamp. And it just made sense. Then the logo is like, can you show the amp, Kiana? Thank you. And then I realized that the logo is very symmetrical. AN, AM, and then B and P just reversed, and it totally makes sense. So I'm thank you, Megan. I'm very proud of that name. Whether people like it or not, I don't care. I really think there's a lot of stuff in it that makes sense for this product. Mm-hmm. So in the end, there's going to be 6 of them. 4 of them are already available, all voiced differently. And we're going to start with the tamest one that we have right now, which is the BlueJay. It is, of course, blue. And BlueJay is standing for blues and jazz. This isn't really modeled after anything famous. It may be like an American voiced clean amp, something Fender-ish, but not really. There isn't anything that they took and cloned and copied. You can't anyway, because
they just took a direction.
Even if you had like you wanted to make something sound like a Mesa, well, there isn't a Mesa that you can take apart and one-to-one clone and make a little amp out of it.
It will never.
It is the idea of the sound, that they went for.
Yeah.
So this is just a very nice clean amp. Not sparkly clean, round clean. So we're not going to go into a few things. It has headphone out on the back, which is frequency compensated. It's neat for practicing at home. I wouldn't record with it, but it works. It works for practicing. It has an antenna on the back, and that is for Bluetooth, which I can go to the amp thing, which I can enable. And then this turns blue, like the tooth. And then on my phone, the amp simply shows up as a in your Bluetooth devices. You click on it, it says BlueJay, you click on it, you're connected, and then you can stream music, porn, bedtime stories for kids through this amp. I mean, if you really want to, put a 412 in your kid's bedroom next to the crib, put a BlueJay on it, and stream, bedtime stories.
Good night, honey.
Why not? But the idea is you stream backing tracks, which of course through your guitar speaker will sound reduced in the high end because it's rounding it off. In the headphone out, it'll be high end. But that's just to practice. That's totally fine. So this is what it can do. We're not going to test that. We're going to test it into a Torpedo Studio. For the Torpedo Studio, you could buy 10,
some like
11, 10 to 11 of these, yeah. But we're going into a Marshall Type 412, just a standard cab, and 2 channels. There's here we call it clean and slightly less clean, or they're calling it normal and bright, which actually makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna go normal. You have gain, tone, volume. We have an effects loop, which all of them have, and right now you can not see. But on the table, I have a Joyo Vintage Overdrive, which is before it. And then a, wait, we have a Joyo Vintage Overdrive.
There are.
And a Joyo Quattro delay in the effects loop. So, there we go, and it's gonna, so, without the delay, without anything, here is the clean sound of the, whatever that thing's called, BlueJay. And there's our beautiful B flat 6, flat 9, flat 5. If you don't know why that's funny, you have to watch our video of prototype for Harley Benton signature guitar. It's funny to us, and maybe to two other people.
So it's cool. So it's really stretty.
Yeah,
it's nice and
if you kick
sparkly.
in, this is by the way a Framus Idolmaker 5R. Very, very nice guitar. It's a little bit higher in price range, but we wanted something neat. If I kick in the Quattro, we have a very beautiful delay with modulation on it, which is great for this clean sound.
It gets nice and dirty.
Yeah, so if we switch to bright...
To the bridge. I go to the bridge, and you switch to bright. Really reminds me of some American clean sounding amps which start to break up and get really uncontrollable but somehow still satisfying.
Obviously, if you're pushing it with humbuckers, this will break up more.
Course.
But I would really see it as a great clean platform, really for jazzy stuff and for pushing it subtly. Obviously, something like a Tumnus, something like a Clown would be amazing in front of this. But realistically, other than the guitar here, I like the fact that we're putting a €30 pedal as an overdrive in front of it. So now, roll back the gain a little bit, we stay in bright, and we're gonna kick in a 2B screamy kind of vintage overdrive.
Cool.
Not too shabby for how much is that? 149, 159?
149.
The Bantamps for some reason at Thomann range from 149 to 169. Probably if they think it's cooler and they can get some more money out of it, they're gonna make it more expensive.
That's exactly the reason.
And the zombie's way cool, you're gonna see. And they're like, hey, we could probably get some more money out of these idiots. So let's make it a little bit more expensive.
Well, zombies are dangerous. So
that's why.
You have to keep them in an extra cage.
There's probably insurance.
A lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine all
zombie
the workers,
insurance, of course.
They get eaten.
Oh my god.
in stock.
So these are killer sounds. I mean, it doesn't sound like a beginner amp. It doesn't sound like a practice amp. It sounds mature. Mature amp.
I'm talking to you. No, actually, I can't enough.
Really, really, really nice. If you're looking for a pedal platform and you don't have a shitload of money, amazing. Now, with 20 watts and 20 transistor watts, can you gig with it?
Yes and no.
I think it's going
not in the traditional way.
Yeah, I think it's going to impress anyone that stands in front of a 2 or 412, put the little amp, everyone's going to say, whoa, is that loud? But as soon as your drummer starts, you're going to fight against it.
So the thing is, Your question was, can you gig it? Yeah, you will have to mic it.
Yeah.
Or use any other way to get into your PA system, your main system. But you will have to make it louder, with like a mic. The thing is that you cannot probably rehearse with it. That's the thing.
Rehearsals if you have a mixing console in yes.
I mean, if you, of course, if you're high tech, you have everything what you could possibly need to rehearse, it will work somehow eventually, of course. But if you just take your box, your cabinet, and you take your little Bantamp, that's not gonna be.
So let's say gigging, if your band is big enough that your stuff gets mic'd.
Yeah.
Rehearsing, likely not, because if you are in the market for €150 amp, you very likely don't have the big PA system in your practice room.
Yeah, that's
and then probably not.
Yeah.
So probably not very giggable. Even the Vox MV50, which has 50 watt, but it only has 50 watt at 4 ohm. So all of a sudden you're cutting it in half. We'll see. I'm going to do a test with the MV50 series and see if they're actually getting against a drummer. I want to get a drummer upstairs in the living room and have 2 guitar players and a bass player, and I want to jam with 2 little of the Vox amps. I don't know if they're going to go for it, but that's my plan.
Yeah, sure. So sounds fun.
Let's go to the next one. Mm-hmm. That's going to happen in 5 seconds. See ya.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Talking, playing, talking.
Yeah, okay.
Playing,
so here we are now with the Jackman. The Jackman, and if you look at which letters are wider than the gray ones, or not as gray as the gray, I don't know. It's not a racial thing, Then you
kind offend all the gray people.
I offend all the gray. Kind of see what the idea behind it is. It's all the same stuff. We have again vintage overdrive and the Quattro in front in the loop, and we are in the clean channel now. So go. Oh, guitar. This is the Harley Benton SC550, right? Paradise Everflame.
Yeah.
If you were interested in getting this setup right here, we're talking about the amp, which is $160. Guitar for $250. Overdrive is $30. That delay's like $60. And you need a little speaker, which would run you, how much is it, Harley Benton? 112? Not the one with the vintage 30.
Under
$60?
€100, something like that.
Yeah,
70, yeah.
So you could be under $500 easily and have what you're going to hear right now.
The bridge pickup is really high, so it drives the amp crazy. But together, both of them.
Try that, analog delay, and some vintage overdrive, pushing the clean channel. Not too shabby. Really not. So we're gonna go drive channel.
So that's just the amp right now?
Just the amp.
All right.
Ho ho! This is for under $500.
That's cool, man. That's really cool.
This is not a horrible setup right here. really not.
The thing is really that you don't have lots of choices and options if you want to go small and quiet and still awesome. The thing is, if you want to practice, you're not a beginner, right? You play.
Wait. Let me get this. You don't have a lot of choices when you want to go small and awesome. Okay,
there it is.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
So you can use softwares, of course. You have amplitudes and stuff and iRig and whatever. But let's say you're a guitar player guy. You play enough guitar and you fiddle with the knobs enough often on stage, in rehearsal room, at work, wherever you play guitar. You go home and you just want to play a little guitar and it should sound awesome, and you don't want to set up your things, and you don't want to
turn on the computer and then in the audio interface and the USB cable. No.
I hate that. When I go home, when I grab a guitar, which I missed all day, then I want to play it and I want to stick it in, turn it on and play, and first you have to be turned on, then...
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You're doing it the wrong way.
That's the problem. So the thing is that you want something... I want definitely something simple and nice enough. Because if you have your huge all-tube amp and you play it like at this volume, gonna sound...
No, you can have this on a 112. You go... plug in, turn it on, you got a delay in the effects loop, you're good. Let's have some fun. And all four, this can be like your fourth amp if you want to. One in the practice room and one that you use at home for super loud. Yeah. And then this is just the one that's next to your couch. Yeah. Where also your girlfriend or your wife isn't going to freak out because this big amp is there. This can actually be behind the couch. Under the couch.
Wait, under your dog.
Let me...
It actually fits on.
It actually, Kiana, is there any camera that can get that? No.
Wait, I get out of the way.
Yeah, right there.
Where's my finger?
It is actually under the couch.
There.
So yes, the jungle Bantamp can be under the couch when you're not using it.
That's great. And it sounds sweet. It sounds like a guitar sound that you enjoy to practice. And you don't have to be a guy who doesn't have a real opinion because of lack of experience.
It doesn't sound like software because it's not software.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's crank up this channel a little bit.
Alrighty.
Definitely enough gain for rock and roll.
Yeah, sure.
Now, if you want to push that a little bit more, because with this you could probably play solo stuff, bluesy, rock and rollish, stuff, But if you really wanted to sing, I think you take something like a Tube Screamer, your Vintage Overdrive. It doesn't really matter where the gain sits, as long as the damn thing is on.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna have drive at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, with the amp of that British persuasion, a little bit of delay on it, even though I don't think it had delay, we need to do Sweet Child of Mine. With this guitar...
Do you want to go down that road?
We need to. Okay. But there was no delay on it, right? Was it?
It's hard to tell. I don't think it was. Most probably some sort of reverb or something.
It takes some serious balls to play that thing totally dry. We're gonna put...
Well, I have some balls, so let's...
I'm gonna put the tiniest bit of delay on it.
Okay.
You know? And this kid was a lesson in not what to do, because he didn't use his pinky. Kiana, do not replicate what Kris just did.
Did Slash use his pinky?
Slash also doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in that days. He
In
only knew, what's in his head.
Watch some Slash videos out of like the early 90s on stage trying to play that.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god, is it bad. He's amazing now. I really think he is.
On the other hand, that's what I wanted to say. He's crazy good now.
Yeah, what's
Since
that?
he's
What's
clean.
that? World on Fire?
World on Fire.
What a great album. Really killer. But, see, I'm someone who says use your pinky. Give me that.
For what? For what?
For everything.
For everything?
For everything.
You mean like hybrid pinky?
They're like nose.
Yeah, for the nose, I know that already. But
I would never play pentatonics like this. Because you
now I know what you mean.
have your
And I'm
pinky.
on a
It's
different
right,
opinion.
it's right there. Your pinky's right there.
I use it. You know what?
Whatever that was. But I would jazz.
I have two things to say about this. First of all, no, three.
Okay, here we go.
You're probably right. Second,
That was, I love that one. I love that thing.
I just wanted to get this out of the
Yes,
way.
okay, good.
Right?
Hmm?
Second, there's just too many fingers for my tiny little guitar player brain. So I tend to ignore my fourth one. Third, Slash also didn't use it. You know why? And that's, I think, the reason why I got used to using mostly these three. Because I hang my guitar... Yes,
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I'm not like my knees.
Yeah, but he had it like down
He
here.
has it like way down.
And
But if
that-
you
you can't
have it
do
like
that,
in
yeah.
your most important and
Yeah.
midpoint of your body, let's put it this way. then
Crotch
it's-
height.
Yeah. It's not that comfortable to use your pinky. That's the reason
That
why.
is a good reason. There are players like Steve Vai who will also play pentatonic stuff.
Yeah, but he has like fingers as long as my arm.
There are players that are super respected and that I super respect that play like this.
Yeah.
The thing is, I can't teach that.
Yeah.
I can't teach
Yeah.
no rules.
Yeah, sure. No, you're right.
I mean,
right.
when I teach, I teach a position playing, which means
Yeah, sure. If you're
fifth position, you can overstretch here, you can overstretch there.
Yeah, sure,
These
sure,
two
sure.
are anchored. So how would I? This is not a position.
No.
This is not anything I can teach.
You're absolutely right, and I think that's more of an instinctive stuff because when I play scales, I also use all four.
Yeah.
But if I play like these bluesy kind of licks, which you know printed in your brain, that's like in. For those, I think it just
For me, it
fits
feels super
for
foreign to
somebody.
do this
Yeah.
because I'm like, it's right here. Yeah? This sound is fun. Yeah, I need to practice, but now with the new camera system, I actually might have time to do that. So yeah, this now without everything again, and we're gonna. Very hefty in the bass. You said that before. It's very, very thick and girthy. Okay, this is the Jackman. We're going to switch to not the Jackman.
To the other one.
The other one. See you in a second. So, right here, we have the Meteor. Which, if you look at the last two letters, you might know what it's supposed to be. Then again, I don't necessarily know what that sound stands for. I don't quite know exactly its character. I know very bright, high gain.
It's a little hairy, really dry sound, which is very direct and really punchy, I would say.
So
Characteristic mid-range. This is what I would what I would connect with this name.
we'll do the clean channel just for a sec to show that it's very similar to the other ones. Again, a great pedal platform. Let's do this. do some EQing here. Play. Interesting, the EQ doesn't seem to go as far as the others. It's much more subtle.
The one before was crazy.
Yeah, this is much more subtle.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go and switch to the overdrive. That was at the end now with the vintage overdrive engaged, but you can always push it with the 2B screaming pedal. Now let's see what the gain offers on the amp.
That's mean.
Not bad.
It has lots of balls.
Yep. It's difficult to say. The zombie, which we're still doing, is definitely your go-to kind of metal amp. Yeah. But this also, I don't know which one is the one that I would go to first. And you'll tell me once we're done with the zombie because you haven't heard it.
Yeah. No.
But this is definitely balls to the wall thickness, right?
I mean, if you think about, for example, Jim Root's sound, that's basically his setup is a really traditional setup. You know, he uses brands and products which are more into classic rock stuff, bluesy, rocky stuff. And he sounds wicked. I mean, wicked, really. It's
he
really...
plays for Helene Fischer?
Yeah, exactly. That's
is that the guy?
That's the one, yeah. And the one with the root chords and the open strings.
Ah, yeah, cool.
That's the one, yeah.
Cool.
It's definitely not the one from Slipknot and Stone Sour. No. So he plays all these stuff which don't really fit except of his pickups. Nothing fits his style, and it sounds wicked. And I think that's this direction. Not that the sound shape is the same, it's more that the style is the same. That the mid-range is really classic rocky, but you can say
then you give it the gain.
Absolutely maniac punch, you know.
On this channel, you definitely don't need a boost in front of it.
Not really.
That is enough gain.
Maybe to give it more attack, your picking attack. But
should we try that with the vintage overdrive?
Yeah.
And some delay for some leads?
Go with the gain a little back, like to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Okay.
Let me just check out how it sounds. Even more back. And now just a little vintage.
Okay.
Because then you have your pick attack and it stays really clear in the bass.
And the mids came clearly clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Immediately sounds so mean, you know, because you have this.
Try some leads.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those are not sounds you expect from a beginner low budget mini amp. They are mature sounds. They are sounds that you could get from a big amp, which will give you more features, more channels, louder. Yeah. But the actual sound quality, are you missing that it has no 3-band, no tube power amp? Do you hear that? Do you hear that this is transistor? Because I don't.
No. The thing is that if you drive a all tube amp quiet, you don't necessarily get that much of a positive thing.
Oh, right, yeah.
Out of your power tubes, because then the main sound shaper is your preamp.
Yeah.
And if you drive your all tube amp like hell, then you get a lot in percentage, a lot more from your power amp. But at home, I mean,
you can't.
You can't.
Even if it's like a 40-watt amp, you can't crank that.
Never, not even a 5-watt. I had a 5-watt amp, a really nice one, actually one of my favorite ones, which was on stage cool. I mean, it was almost too quiet, but it was okay. Forget about it at home. Forget about it. 5 watts of all tube amp power, no way you can turn it on until the point that it really breathes.
The only thing that might work at home is like a 1 watt.
Yeah.
Like that's the limit. Wherever it is. I don't know where. The Blackheart. Blackheart killer amp.
Yeah.
Killer amp.
Like a Blackstar HD1. The really tiny ones. That's maybe okay, even though if you turn it up.
The really tiny ones is maybe okay.
Even though if you turn them on really up high, they will be way too loud. You know, you'll nerve your neighbors and your whole family.
Yeah. So that leaves the zombie.
Oh yes,
we're gonna go there in a minute. So the zombie. So zombie into German. Into zombie or zombie in other languages, or le zombie in the French. In le French. I'm thinking about French. This is very clearly your... What? No, I'm thinking about the
very
French. That's what she said. What? No, the French language, not what... I'm sorry. We're having too much fun. These videos are too long because we're just having too much fun. We should not have that much fun.
Behave yourself.
No more silliness.
Nope.
We stop the silliness now.
The silliness.
Oh, le silly, oh, très bien, oh, avec le poupou. Oh, oh. Okay, the zombie. Definitely your metal monster is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And we just played it for a second, and we decided it is, but we'll show you. We're playing it with an Ibanez RG7 multi-scale, active pickups, all this. What we'll do, once we're done, we'll play 3 chords on a cheap 6-string, no active pickups. It'll pretty much give you the same thing, I'm pretty sure. So, again, we have the vintage overdrive in front of it, not sure we need it. The Quattro, we're gonna go clean channel, show you that it works for...
Okay. It's on?
Yeah?
Okay. It works.
Fine. Yeah, that's all we need. Beautiful, and with the vintage overdrive. So yeah, you can use pedals with
out of the way.
You can use pedals with it beautifully. What we want to hear is this.
That makes fun.
That's fun, yeah.
That's fun, man. Wow.
That was, really, by the way, really that was German English. That makes fun. Das macht Spaß.
Ah! You got me there.
You mean that is fun?
That was fun.
I am having fun. That makes fun. That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Yes. The tone knob seems to not be a high frequency roll off.
Yeah.
It seems to really shape everything.
Yeah.
So
it's more of a mid-range control, right? It's like more like the scooped type of old school metal sound, and more this mid-rangey, punchy.
You can definitely get a lot of cool things with it. Let's try it.
And what I love, even though you have the gain pretty much all the way up, it's still really, really tight.
Yeah, it's not muddy, which is something that the California high gain amps do par excellence. They're mud central.
Yeah. So without a tube screamer, you will have a muddy sound.
But here's what happened. When I had the first prototype of this, it was that. It had bass up the wazoo.
Right. So
it was very muddy. I said, look, you might want to go for that California sound, but let's just make a great metal amp.
Yeah.
And I tested it against the Metal Master, which is an Angle.
All right.
And that is more defined, much more to the point. And I sent them a clip that I recorded with a looper, sent into this, and sent into the Angle. I said, look, the Angle is much more focused. Tweak it to be more focused like the Angle.
Yeah, more usable on its own.
So the idea might have been an MB type amp.
All right.
But it isn't anymore. It is now just a good metal amp.
Yeah.
Because I said, look, I would like the frequencies to be a little bit more Anglacious. So what came out was an amp
Is that a word?
Anglacious, yes. What came out was an amp that was supposed to be California. Now it's a little bit more German, and in the end, it's Chinese. So
Wait.
Played by a Hungarian.
Oh!
Multi-culti amp. Here we go. Let's tweak that knob.
Oh. So play solo stuff or rhythm stuff?
Rhythm stuff.
Rhythm stuff.
Very clearly scooped now.
Yeah.
In the middle, you have maybe like a neutral kind of thing, and then all the way to the left, you have
my kind of sound.
Like mid-range,
but really controlled and super in the face.
So that's like the thing that you like here.
Maybe not all the way, but like 9 o'clock. Oh yes. Ah, great. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little bit too much like a wah, like a cog wah.
So still back a bit.
Yeah. Stop. That's the one. Yeah. That's how I like it.
And then that's how I like it.
It happened. It happened again.
Let's add analog delay to it and give me some leads.
Oh yes.
Beautiful ending there. Wow.
Yeah.
So not bad, huh?
Nope.
Oh, this one is more expensive. It is 169 for reasons that we don't know.
It's not worth it.
Nope. Can't.
Yes, it's worth it.
What? Actually, what? The guitar was $1,000. Let's go and give it a cheap ass guitar.
Nope. Let's do that.
Not cheap ass. I mean, hey, let's go cheaper, but awesome.
You do that.
I do that? No. You played all of it.
No.
Come on, you go.
Come on.
I don't.
Player's hand doesn't make a difference.
No. Here we go. Clean.
You wanna split it? You wanna show?
Yeah, you wanna. No.
Nope.
It's good.
No splitting here. Am I good? I'm good.
Yeah, you. Fine, we want to rock. Yeah, good.
I want to rock out. has more mid-range. It's a bit less aggressive, but it's the same sound.
I have the gain down now.
Yeah.
So
all right, let's go.
Yeah.
Higher a little. It has a little different touch, of course, because, active and passive, that, makes
oh,
a difference.
wait. We're gonna go super low budget.
Oh.
You play for a sec.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Grab a guitar. All right. What's coming there? What is coming there?
So this is $159. If you want to go completely ultra metal crazy and you have no budget, this 8-string will cost you $149 from some company I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What's that? Where can you buy these again, Kiana? Where can you buy these? Thank you for reminding us. So this is $149. The amp is $169. Kiana, please do the math. She did her math finals today. And then you need a cap for like $60. And then you have
almost everything except of cables.
That's one hell of a metal sound. Then I'm gonna say. That's 160, 310.
Yeah,
390. Yeah, something like this.
Yeah.
So here we go. Play that for a second.
What comes now?
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
I was playing.
We're gonna put a gate in the effects loop.
You want to gen out?
Here we go.
So Jenny. Works? Yeah.
So $400. Well, with the gate, that's another 60. And you have, I remember times where for that money, you didn't even get a halfway decent guitar. And
terrible guitar.
For an 8-string, this is actually halfway decent if you really needed that, okay? But this is pretty much as cheap as a setup will go.
As a usable setup will go.
As a usable setup will go.
Yeah.
And this is beyond usable, if you ask me. This is actually, I dare some people that have a budget of $2,000-$3,000 for everything to go buy something and get something that sounds noticeably better than this. Yeah. Like really where you go like, holy shit, day and night.
At this volume.
Yes.
That's the
okay,
point.
That's the point. At this volume.
Yeah.
Give it. Yeah. You're not going to play in a gent metal deathcore tribal face blood band from northern Sweden.
Viking land.
Yeah. With a 20-watt amp.
Never.
given.
Sure.
But
But that's not the point of it.
But you're starting out, you want to play at home, you want to have a black guitar with 8 strings, and you want to feel like one of those corpsey paint people, then this is it.
Or you're not sure that you're into this stuff, you know, you want to give it a go. Like you want to have a nice amp for at home, you know, you can use that. Doesn't matter what guitar you have. You can play heavy rock stuff, you know, like Blackstone Cherry, whatever you want with this amp if you have the fitting guitar with fitting pickups and stuff. But if you want to just, you know, try this 8-string stuff and
It's crazy. And it's completely silent now. And you go...
jazz time.
Fuck!
No, you should not look there.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
This is difficult. Yeah. So everything that we're now saying, we already did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did about, another 10 minutes here, and then we realized that that with this new setup, I made a mistake, and it didn't go to SD card 2. Not that you know what I'm talking about, but still, whatever. So, here we are reenacting now. It's like in these TV shows where they're reenacting. We're reenacting what we just did.
Oh, that's so spontaneous.
Yes. So, we talked about which one is more for you, and which I think maybe, well, you said yours would be the Meteor.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's more mid-rangey, and then the zombie is more blah, blah, blah. It's more harsh. Both of them great amps. Thank you. Check mark. We said where to buy. Well, he's like, here at Thomann. And I said, no, not go away. No, use my links under the video, which will get you to Thomann. That way I can buy Kiana a burger because the girl is starving. So please use my links. And that is also where you get your Meteor. So when you want to buy one, what do?
I do what you say.
You go to my video, which you're in.
And then I click on the link in the description.
And then you order it from Thomann.
Yeah.
And they're gonna ship it to your house.
That's the way it works.
You do not go and buy it at your employee discount.
No.
No. Good. We did that. Use my links, please, I beg you. And then also we said something about Kiana.
That she did a great job and she should run into this room.
Yes, we said that, yeah. And then she did that.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Is she gonna do that again?
Well, if she does, I'll have a deja vu.
Oh, look! This already happened. This is not awkward and acted at all.
Deja vu.
Hey, Kiana, how are you doing?
Whoa!
You here? Wow.
Yes, indeed.
Well, thank you, Kiana, for doing a killer job editing this for us. And being super mega on spot with the That's What She Said button.
Bam!
That is so freaking brilliant. Thank you.
Oh, well, I'm learning.
Yep. Then I asked you which of these amp would be for you, and you immediately said...
That one.
That one. So the zombie would be for Kiana. And then I said, I'm gonna go talk to Joyo, and they're gonna have you make a video, you get to keep the amp, and then you have a little Metal Monster thing. That's gonna happen on Kiana's channel, which is what she has. She has her own channel called...
The Adventures of Guitar Girl.
The Adventures of...
Guitar Girl.
Wow! Yeah, she actually has like a title, theme, and everything.
Oh,
like, yeah.
Great.
Wait, you mean to tell me you have not seen my channel?
What
I did. Of course it... I will not lie to you.
Well, you're gonna be on it, so you're gonna have to
So
watch it.
you have to watch it now.
Yeah,
definitely.
So that's happening. She has her own channel. She's gonna review the amp too, and she also has links under her videos. But you use mine. Moolah for me. I buy her a burger. Okay.
If you use my links, then I don't need him to buy me food.
You know what we should do? You know what we should do on the
getting a little
Thomann channel?
complicated right here.
You know what they should do on the Thomann
We should
channel?
write this all down.
Instead, on the Thomann channel, to have links to the product under their videos, they should have a link to your channel and to my channel, so that people can link to my channel and then click on the link under there to buy the product.
Now let's make it a lot simpler. We just put some little buttons there where you can click on to feed Henning. Yeah. Feed Henning. It's like a little digital pet. Feed him, feed her, feed her.
Like a Tamagotchi or something.
Yeah. Click, 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 click.
A Kiana Tamagotchi.
You
I like that.
and then you get like a little gif of you going.
Yeah, that's good. That's great. I love that idea.
Okay, but you know what? You don't have the video out yet. Click on my link. Thank you very much. And very important, I said this in the other video. Without you guys, we're nothing. Thomann doesn't make any money. Thomann doesn't have a YouTube channel to show you stuff because you don't watch. Kiana wouldn't have anything to do because she doesn't have a YouTube channel because you don't watch. And I wouldn't have a job and a YouTube channel because you wouldn't watch. So
it would just be the two of us sitting here,
And,
you teaching me guitar, and we'd both be
And just
miserable.
having hunger.
yeah, that's it.
We'd be hungry.
Yeah.
We'd be really hungry.
So we need you, which means we need your subscriptions. It's true. If I go to a company and say, let's work together, let me show you your instruments, let me show you amps, they say, how many subs do you have? And I have as many as you give me. So if you like what you see here, you know what, even if you don't want to see another video, clicking right here doesn't cost you a thing. Right?
but
That's how it is.
it means the world to us.
It means the world to us. It's one click for you that is free. So please be kind, rewind. You know where that's from?
No.
That when you rented VHS tapes
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
at the video store, it says "Be kind, rewind."
That's so cute.
This is how fucking old I am. Okay. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. And then animals now.